Hello viewers, welcome to Roving Report, a program that gives you an overview of the developments in India's northeast region. I'm your host Chandrakala and the highlights of today's program are: Rajnath Singh lays foundation stone of SSB's 36th Battalion headquarters in Sikkim. Tripartite talks held for creation of new districts in Manipur. Ranghar in Shivsagar imbibes tourists for its historical significance. IAS officer from Northeast writes the world's first philosophical novel for God. Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh recently visited northeastern state of Sikkim. During his 3-day visit, the Home Minister chaired a review meeting with chief ministers of 5 states on the issue of security along the India-China border. The objective of the meeting was to strengthen the coordination of the ministry with these states to improve the overall border security. We have a report. Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh recently laid the foundation stone of headquarters of Sashastra Seema Bal's 36th Battalion in Sikkim's Gazing. After inauguration, Rajnath also interacted with the Sashastra Seema Bal soldiers. At an estimated cost of Rs 77.88 crore, comprising of office complex to 13 residential quarters, barrack for Jawans and a hospital on a land measuring 62.466 acres, will be completed by National Buildings Construction Corporation within stipulated time of 18 months. Speaking at the event, Singh said providing basic amenities to employees of Central Armed Police Forces was one of the top priorities of the Home Ministry. The Home Minister also saluted the spirit of security personnel and thanked them for the never say die attitude.
वैसे तो भारत जो हमारा आज़ाद हुआ है, आप जानते हैं कि बहुत सारे जवानों ने अपनी कुर्बानी दी है, लेकिन मैं मानता हूं कि भारत की आज़ादी की रक्षा और भारत की एकता और अखंडता की रक्षा में सर्वाधिक योगदान इस समय कोई दे रहा है तो आप जैसे जवान दे रहे हैं.
Home Minister Rajnath Singh also made an aerial survey of Utare, Kumuk and Vajrajadhara Sashastra Seema Bal post on Indo-Nepal border located at extreme heights and praised the work of SSB in extreme situation of country's most adverse area with full dedication. During his 3-day visit, Rajnath Singh also chaired the first ever review meeting of chief ministers of states bordering China and discussed security issues in Indo-China border states.
सीमावर्ती क्षेत्रों में रहने वाले लोगों का पलायन नहीं होना चाहिए. प्रसाद में राज्यों ने बहुत ही कुछ महत्वपूर्ण सुझाव दिए. हमारे यहाँ पर उत्तराखंड के मुख्यमंत्री श्री त्रिवेंद्र जी रावत और हमारे अरुणाचल प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री श्री पेमा जी खांडू, इन लोगों ने भी अपने अपने सुझाव दिए हैं. और हमारे श्री पवन कुमार जी शामलिंग सिक्किम के मुख्यमंत्री ने ही इस मीटिंग को होस्ट किया था और इन्होंने भी अपने बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण सुझाव दिए हैं बॉर्डर एरिया डेवलपमेंट के लिए.
Apart from attending civic action program at Pelling in West District of Sikkim, the Union Home Minister also made a visit to Nathula Pass, an Indo-Tibetan border police border post at Lachung, and interacted with the Jawans of ITBP on Indo-China border. Well, tripartite talks were recently held between the United Naga Council, the Manipur government and the centre on the issue of creation of new districts in the state. A report.
The United Naga Council, the state government and the centre met at Senapati in Manipur for tripartite talks to discuss the issue of 7 new districts in the state. The government's move to create 7 districts out of the state's existing 9 districts had led to imposition of an economic blockade in the state on November 1, 2016, causing hardships to people. During the talks, 4 points have been agreed upon, among which the most important agreement that topped the agenda was that in the next round of talks, the government would be represented at the political level.
We agreed that everybody should abide by this basic agreement so that the conducive atmosphere which has been there for quite some time now should continue till this matter is resolved. We discuss everything which is relevant, but the fact that we were talking here, so I don't think that talk of civilians should be taken seriously. I think today UNC was in full strength presented in the meeting. So I think sometime maybe you have to make certain statements for record.
However, UNC President Kaitong Khame reiterated that they will stick to their position of roll back the move.
We stick to our position to roll back the 7 new district, and still we are sticking to that. So we are trying to find out to bring logical conclusion.
It is noteworthy that in the tripartite talk held on March 19, the grievances of UNC that led to the imposition of economic blockade were recognized as non-adherence to the 4 memorandums of understanding and the Government of India's assurance on the matter.
We need to identify what are the core issues that need to be addressed when you go in depth. You see, rolling back is an overall general concept. But the issue is that there are many areas which may not be a problem for UNC also. There are many areas, even if there is a problem, how to solve that problem? If rolling back is not possible, then what next? So these are the issues which they also need to think, we also need to think.
At that time, the state government also agreed to start consultation with all stakeholders to redress the same. Following this, the UNC lifted the 4.5 months old economic blockade on the national highways linking Manipur from the midnight of March 19.
Let us now take a look at some of the events that made news in the Northeast recently. A troop of Japanese delegates led by Japanese ambassador to India, Kenji Hiramatsu, who was in the state for commemorative observance of 73rd anniversary of Battle of Imphal, World War II, also visited the memorial site at Maibam Lotpa Ching, India Peace Memorial. The delegates paid floral tribute and respect to the souls of Japanese soldiers who sacrificed their life in the battle. The ambassador was accompanied by 30 other Japanese delegates along with C. Apok Jamir, Parliamentary Secretary of Nagaland State, and Akiko MacDonald, Chairperson, Burma Campaign Society. The commemoration is observed by Manipur Tourism Forum and Second World War Imphal Campaign Foundation in association with the State Department of Tourism. Army destroyed 151 grenades of 1971 Indo-Pak wartime, which were recently discovered in Tripura. The grenades were discovered buried underground during road construction work in Gaurnagar of northern Tripura. Local villagers expressed that the area is not yet safe, as they suspected that there might be more grenades buried, as the entire area was a base camp of the Indian Army during the Bangladesh Liberation War in 1971. The 9-month-long Mukti Judo Liberation War later turned into a full-scale India-Pakistan war, leading to the surrender of nearly 93,000 Pakistani soldiers in Dhaka on December 16, 1971. Along with the rest of the country, the northeastern state of Meghalaya observed the International Day for Biological Diversity under the theme Biodiversity and Sustainable Tourism at a function held at Yusof Satham Auditorium, Shillong. The program was organized by the Meghalaya Biodiversity Board (MBB) and the Department of Forest and Environment, Government of Meghalaya. Additional Chief Secretary, Forest and Environment Chairman, MBB, Dr. Sri Ranjan, graced the function as the chief guest. It was organized in order to generate awareness among the people, particularly the student community, on the rich biodiversity of the state and the importance of preserving it. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh recently called for a press conference to address the traffic light and CCTV installation scam. Soon after coming to power, Singh announced that he will expedite investigation into the scam, for which an inquiry committee has been constituted by additional DGP Pramod Asthana. Singh further said the government had taken action against the officials found involved in the irregularities in the installation of LED-based traffic signal lights in Imphal. The minister said 2 officials, L. Sunita Devi and L. Kumar Singh, had been put under suspension for their involvement in the scam. A place of historical importance tucked away in the lap of lush landscape of greenery, the land of Red River and Blue Hills, Assam has many things to boast about. The history of Assam can be traced back to the Ahom kingdom, and it was during that era when Ahom king Swargadeo Parmatta Singha built the Ranghar in Shivsagar district of Assam. It is said to be one of the oldest amphitheatre and can be dated back to 1746 AD. This unexplored historic monument has become one of the much talked about tourist hotspots in the entire region. We bring you a report. Known as the oldest amphitheatre in the whole of Asia, holding a name of utmost significance in the history of India, the famous Ranghar in the Shivsagar district of Upper Assam has been attracting tourists since its inception.
It's a double-storied structure from the historical treasures of Assam and was built by Ahom king Swargdev Pramata Singh in the 18th century. Lesser known to people, Rangghar was built for the purpose of entertainment and amusement. It was during the Ahom dynasty that the 10-meter high royal pavilion was basically constructed to watch games like buffalo fight, bullfight, various cultural programs, etc., especially organized during the Rongali Bihu festival. However, 3 kilometers away from the Sibsagar town, situated by the side of the Assam Trunk Road, Rangghar has been attracting tourists every year from all across the globe because of its historical significance.
आज पहली बार मौका मिला है तो फैमिली के साथ घूम के जा रहा हूँ। हिस्टोरिकल जितना पुराना जमाना का सामान है, ईंट लगा हुआ है, ये सारा जो अभी तो ये सारा कुछ बनता नहीं है। जो 1 इंच वाला ब्रिक है, इसका खासियत है।
What makes the Rangghar look more unique is the roof, which is constructed in the reverse form of a boat having crocodile-shaped endings. Beautifully adorned with floral and geometric designs, the exteriors of the Rangghar is worth exploring. Made exclusively of red-baked bricks, the building is a fine example of Ahom architecture and treasured entertainment house in Assam.
किताब में तो पढ़ा था, लेकिन हम लोग आया नहीं कभी। आप पहली बार आया है देखने के लिए, अच्छा है घूमने के लिए। ऐसा ही ये सुना है, किताब में पढ़ा है कि बहुत पुराना वो राजा लोग का ये महल रहता था एक टाइम पे।
Commuting to Rangghar is easy for the visitors, as buses are easily available, which regularly ply from the main cities of Assam to Sivsagar. It also has a railway station of its own. From Sivsagar, taxis and auto rickshaws are also easily available. Visitors, as they walk inside the Rangghar, can witness a series of arches adorned with unique sculptures. Moreover, a steep staircase leads to the top, from where the royalties and dignitaries used to enjoy the special programs and events. Wide ground known as Rupori Pothar surrounds the Rangghar, where earlier bullfights, wrestling and cockfights were organized. It has now been maintained as manicured field that looks beautiful from the top of Rangghar.
Well, viewers, for over centuries, the world has produced many writers who had penned down their thoughts and ideas of life, history, reality, and many others. Similarly, Closure Home, a young administrator, Hawlian Langwete from Manipur, has done the same thing and penned world's first philosophical novel for God, Confessions of a Dying Mind. Have a look.
India's northeast, a region of mystic splendors and rich cultural heritage, has a high literacy level with linguistic diversity. And over the years, many people from the region, especially the youngsters, have taken up academics as their career and at the same time have produced impressive achievers in different fields of work. Achieving double feat in life, a young lad and an astute administrator, Hawling Lal Kwiti, an IS officer from Manipur State, has become the proud author of the world's first philosophical novel for God, Confessions of a Dying Mind, The Blind Faith of Atheism. The non-fiction novel was unveiled by Union Minister Kiran Rijiju in presence of David Simlay, Chairman UPSC, in August gathering at Civil Services Officers Institute in New Delhi.
Administrative officer going so deep about a subject which normally we don't dare to venture into those fields is very difficult. And especially people like us, to read something which is very philosophical yet non-fictional. It's a very unique combination. I think if you go into the deep of this book, it will leave you into certain stage where you will start questioning about many things. So lots of questions will emerge out of this book. It's very interesting.
Graduated in philosophy from St. Stephen's College, Delhi University, and postgraduate from Jawaharlal Nehru University, Quide's book billed as the world's first philosophical novel for God and is arguably the first Indian civil servant to write on philosophy since John Stuart Mill published on Liberty way back in 1858. The book explores the nature of science, religion, evidence, and even love in light of leading developments. It makes use of the latest findings of modern science and the most solid theories in philosophy.
One was out of share this thing, just thinking, letting out whatever comes, whatever was inside, because I've been thinking about these issues for such a long time. And second thing was, it's to bust stress also, because the stress of work and daily life, those things are much. And when I do philosophy, I feel calm. So I decided to put it in words and hope that it will benefit humanity somehow.
An orator and an originator, Howling Lakwite cleared the Union Public Service Commission examination by securing All India rank 33 in 2011. This young officer achieved such a rare feat by synergizing his academic studies and philosophies and projected his thoughts and ideas in the form of a novel. It is not often that a young officer has the time amidst all the works they do to put pen and paper together and publish a novel. Kwite's achievements will surely impact youngsters, especially from the Northeast region, and inspire them to take life's challenges as a stepping stone to success. Such inspiration and motivation indeed will go a long way and benefit many.
While peace and development is a buzzword in the Northeast, let's take a quick look at some development news from the region.
As India get ready to host its maiden FIFA Under-17 World Cup this October, Union Sports Minister Vijay Goyal took stock of the preparations at various stadiums where several matches will be held. Accompanied by Assam Chief Minister Sarpananda Sonowal, Goyal visited Indira Gandhi Athletic Stadium, Sarosajai and Nehru Stadiums. Goyal took stock of the infrastructure at the stadiums. Addressing a press conference, Goyal said Indira Gandhi Athletic Stadium had improved a lot and just 12,000 chairs were yet to be set up in the stadium. He added that Sonowal gave an assurance that Guwahati will be one of the best venues for the tournament. The minister further said that 15,000 schools and 11 million students across the country had been approached to promote the tournament. To create awareness about ease of doing business and investment in the northeastern states, a workshop was held in Agartala. The Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, jointly with the World Bank Group, organized a workshop at the Pragna Bhavan. Various issues related to ease of doing business and investment, including single window system, successful implementation of reforms, commercial dispute resolution enablers, and paperless cards were discussed. Business Reform Action Plan 2017 for implementation by states and union territories was also released during the workshop. Representatives from Government of Chhattisgarh, Gujarat, Haryana, Jharkhand, Rajasthan, Telangana and Uttarakhand made presentation on successful implementation of reforms. Addressing a press meet in Assam Secretariat, Education Minister of Assam Himanta Biswa Sharma announced the recommendation of 4-member committee formed by the state government to look into the matter of giving grace marks to students in HSLC examination. The minister announced that the committee has suggested that 5 grace marks should be awarded to at least 3 subjects. The 4-member panel comprised of Vice Chancellors of Guwahati University, Dibrugad University, Sanskrit University and Krishna Kanda Handicap University. The Education Minister Sharma also stated that previously as much as 18 marks were awarded to the students in HSLC examination by State Education Board of Assam. The Education Minister further said the committee recommended that State Education Board of Assam should not maintain secrecy on grace marks and hence it would have to announce the grace marks on or before the date of announcement of the results. The 3-day special session of Tripura Legislative Assembly recently began to ratify the Goods and Services Tax Bill. Tripura Finance Minister Banulal Saha tabled the bill in the House, which was discussed by members in accordance with the recommendations of the Business Advisory Committee. The GST bill and the accompanying Constitution Amendment Bill have already been passed unanimously by both Houses of Parliament, but it requires legislative ratification from 50% of the state assemblies. The State's Council of Ministers have approved the GST bill of Tripura in a meeting earlier. The GST will come into effect across the country from July 1 this year.
A nation's development index is measured through its natural resource reserves. India's northeast region is particularly rich in natural resources. In the state of Manipur, India Oil Limited has started exploration survey in order to locate fuel and gas reserves. Any favorable findings will aid social development and help fuel the growth of the Indian economy further. Take a look.
By utilizing the rich natural resources available in the region, India's northeast region is paving the way for further development of the local and the national economy. After Assam, the landlocked state of Manipur has high reserve of oil and gas, and Oil India Limited has already started a survey to detect the presence of hydrocarbons in the state. A survey has been underway for 2 months now from Chiripam, and the team has now reached Kaitam Namba Lokoil of Kaitam village in Imphal West. For exploration and drilling, the wells in 2 well plugs is located in the Chiripam, the Manglong and Churachandpur districts of the state. The contract was awarded to a Netherlands-based company, Jupiler Oil and Gas Private Limited, under the new exploration licensing policy by the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, Government of India. The Manipur government granted a total area of 3,850 square kilometers for exploration, and the state is estimated to be naturally blessed with nearly 5 trillion cubic feet of oil.
All the natural resources of the country belong to a single person or the organization, that's the government of India, right? So once that is found out, the government will take all necessary measures. It doesn't belong to you or me. The government will explore it, and it will automatically pave the way for the further development. So it's automatically process of the economy. I mean, entire economy from household kitchen gas to the heavy trucks moves on oil and gas. So if it's explored, it will definitely benefit the entire state and the country as well.
According to the officials, the expedition survey will continue till April 2019, and accordingly, the Government of India and the Directorate General of Hydrocarbons will reflect upon its next step. The Netherlands-based oil exploration company Jupiler Oil and Gas Private Limited is envisaged to drill oil from 30 oil wells identified by the Alpha Geo company based in Hyderabad, which has been conducting seismic studies for Jupiler Energy. According to the latest annual report of Jupiler Energy, the 2 Manipur blocks have prospective oil reserve ranging between 380 billion cubic feet to 1.45 trillion cubic feet, with Jupiler Energy holding 100% participating interest.
Masi thao yingbanena mayamna haibduda akhoisu saisa leijabni.
Kyam kuida?
Ngasi humni da ngairi.
Haji kai thabang tawdise.
Ai sida pochai mayamni sangma leijabni.
This project, if successful, will be useful and help develop the state and the nation further.
Well, viewers, India is a country of diverse cultures and religions, where people of different faiths and religions live together in peace and harmony. Setting an example of unity in diversity is a centuries-old shrine in the northeastern state of Meghalaya, where Urs of Shah Kamal Baba was recently observed. Let's have a look.
Located at the Indo-Bangladesh border, 80 kilometers from Tura in West Garo Hills, stands the Dargah of Hazrat Shah Kamal Baba, which has been a symbol of communal harmony since ages. People, irrespective of their cultural and religious background, throng the shrine to pay their obeisance, but it's during the annual Urs when it comes alive. It's time when thousands of people from both India as well as Bangladesh, irrespective of caste, creed and religion, visit the place to receive the spiritual blessings of Shah Kamal Baba. While devotees from India can get a glimpse of the Dargah, and Mahinderganj, the Bangladesh counterpart, show their respect to Shah Kamal by observing prayer rituals on the other side of the border.
एक ऐसा कोई कोलैबोरेशन होता है कि जैसे दोनों लोग एक पॉइंट पे मिलते हैं और एक पॉइंट पे होते हैं विदाउट टेकिंग केयर ऑफ द सिक्योरिटी पॉइंट ऑल्सो, क्योंकि इस लिहाज से दोनों का एक रिलीजन के बेस पे दोनों का एक इंटीमेसी बढ़ती है, दोनों देश में भाईचारगी बढ़ती है, दोनों देश में एक तरह से एक इंटीमेसी बढ़ती है, तो जो हमारा एक कॉन्फ्लिक्ट का जो माहौल है वो धीरे धीरे कम होता, जहाँ भले ही धर्म के नाम पे होता है, ट्रेडिशन नाम पे होता है, हम धर्म के नाम पे लड़ते हैं, क्यों नहीं हम धर्म के नाम पे एक होने की कोशिश करें.
The devotees visit the Dargah with the belief that their wishes would be fulfilled if they pay their obeisance with true hearts.
আমার বোনের পেটে 6টা ছিল তো ওখানে আমরা মানাসিনে মানছি যে ও যদি ছেলেই হোক বা মেয়েই হোক ও জন্ম হওয়ার পরে আমরা এই দরগায় একটা মানাসিনে মানব।
Various stalls displaying several items are exhibited during the Urs. A feast is also prepared by the devotees to serve the poor and the needy. However, better facilities and management can promote the Dargah as one of the religious tourist destination and provide a chance to the pilgrims to visit the shrine.
There is a need to improve some of the as well, so that it can be promoted as a tourist place.
It is noteworthy that Dargah holds great significance to Muslims and Hindus as well as the local Garo, Hajong and Koch communities, who equally revere the place for its age-old history and tradition. It is the burial place of the last remains of Shah Kamal and his Garo wife. Legend has it that during the rule of Raja Mahendra Narayan, the Zamindar of Karaibadi, a demon was creating havoc by killing and devouring the people of the village. Shah Kamal, by his supernatural power, drove away the demon and restored peace in the kingdom. This shows that though security and other concerns may have erected barriers in the passage of devotees from Bangladesh, but it has failed in breaking the bonds of friendship that still bind these people of various religious sentiments.
Well, viewers, with that we have come to the end of this episode of Roving Report. Do connect with us through our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter at AnyIndia_ANI. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel to get latest news updates from the Northeast. I'm your host Chandrakala, signing off with a glimpse of adventure, outdoors and entertainment at the recently concluded Shiri Lili Festival in Manipur's Ukhrul district. Goodbye and take care.